Dennis, what else do you have? Is it good news,
All right,
bad news,
well,
or sideways news?
Pope names 13 new cardinals, cements majority vote and the power to reshape the church.
So this is potentially good news. 'Cause, I mean, the new pope, he's good on some stuff, and he's classic pope on others.
On others,
so.
yeah. Well,
He still
Vatican City.
believes in a God.
During a ceremony welcoming new cardinals into the Catholic Church, Pope Francis spoke of the danger that occurs when a man of the church becomes an official, calling them to more compassion in a time when the Vatican faces financial scandals and internal divisions. So many disloyal actions on the part of ecclesiastics are born of the lack of a sense of having been shown compassion. And by the habit of averting one's gaze, the habit of indifference, he said. Pope Francis created 13 new cardinals at his 6th consistory on Saturday, 10 of whom are under 80 years old and therefore eligible to vote at the next conclave for his successor.
Under 80. Wow.
Yeah. He's...
Damn.
He's
There's some forward-thinking people here.
I was going to say, he's robbing the cradle with that one. No, yeah, because they have an age limit on voting for the popes. Yeah, so
Which I didn't know about.
I realized, because, a little peek behind the curtain I shouldn't do. We do a little bit of discussion, some of us, about the stories ahead of the show. When I heard this, I realized, oh, wow, there's a whole part of this, of the Catholic Church, law and practice that I'm unfamiliar with now. Now, instead of finishing, stuff that I'm working on now, finishing my videos, I got to go read the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which is dry as a desert.
Shock.
But, yeah, it's got lots of stuff in there. That or I'll read Wikipedia. So
Okay.
I don't quite know how to read this next paragraph.
is it in English?
Well, there are English words, but they're put in orders that I don't understand. Unless I feel I am the object of God's compassion, I cannot understand his love.
That makes sense to me.
Oh, that's a quote from Pope Francis, right?
He can only...
Yes. This is not a reality that can be explained. Either I feel it or I don't. If I don't feel it, how can I share it? Bear witness to it. Bestow it on others, Francis asked.
Is that a Beyonce lyric song?
It sounds like, doesn't it?
No.
Something tells me that is not the case. I don't think that Beyonce...
It sounds like he's not wanting to be the Pope all that much longer.
It sort of sounds like So there was one of his Easter speeches. It might have been 3 years ago. I forget what it's called, where the tone of it was unusual and non-traditional because and it expressed his frustration with resistance in the hierarchy because there's this view, particularly by people that are like, oh yeah, that religion, that the Pope just calls the shots, but it's not the case because there's a giant. It's an entire country, right? And it's got stuff going on. And, their exorcism office is busier than ever, unfortunately. But, I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know how.
I don't know how to take this. I mean, here's continuing on his quote. Concretely, am I compassionate towards this or that brother or sister, that bishop, that priest, or do I constantly tear them down by my attitude of condemnation, of indifference?
So
it's like he's
saying, I've been super mad at y'all.
Self-examination here?
Yeah, I think it's a public... So that was the point that I was, stumbling towards trying to... It's unless I feel God's compassion, it's I have to remember.
It's hard to get the context of what he's talking about.
Yeah, but then this makes me nervous. The following paragraph makes me nervous. With the creation of these new Catholic princes who share Francis's emphasis on a missional and evangelizing church, Francis has now named a total of 91 new cardinals and more than 52% of the voting cardinals, giving him the power to reshape the church in his image.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me just go ahead and say...
It reads like a tyrant, consolidating his power. I don't know.
Consolidating his power would be eliminating rivals.
Sure.
He's...
Well, we've always known that this Pope one of his agendas was a reformation of the structure of the church.
I don't think he would use that word.
Well, that's the word I would use. It's basically giving it a new public image.
Oh yeah. He's got lots of child rape to deal with.
Yeah, he's been doing, he's been doing a lot to try and improve the image,
right.
And we admittedly give him and the rest of the church a lot of shit for basically doing a whole bunch of nothing most of the time in terms of actually fixing systemic problems.
Yeah.
So maybe this has been going on in the background, and maybe we might finally be seeing some real change now that he's got a majority backing him.
Well, look at this organization. We had Pope Francis come in, and we were just blown away that because he would actually get down with the people and touch them. That's how messed up this organization was, and so detached they were from the public that this guy just laid hands on people and like, oh my God, he's what we've been waiting for. He's actually the true vicar of Christ, and that's how it's.
Yeah, like, he acknowledges climate change.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so simple things like common sense, human decency. We like, it's like, oh my God, the Catholic Church is being reformed.
It's like, well, so, yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh, cool, the Catholic Church is now a modern organization that's super great. I like it. But I can recognize, I can compare the Catholic Church of today to the Catholic Church of 10 years ago. And those two organizations, it looks like one of them is more. How long has he been Pope? Of the last one, the last Pope,
the Nazi one.
Yeah, that guy,
Ratzinger.
I don't blame him for that one. I blame him for his complete and utter inaction with the child rape. Although I'm actually not sure whether it was inaction
I wouldn't
or
call it inaction.
complicit.
I would call it
a cover up. Again, I haven't looked into the specifics because he's not Pope anymore. And, there's enough depressing news as it is. But, in terms of what a change means, I'm
not sure what the change means. This is all really vague.
Yeah, I'm
wording.
hopeful.
It says here, the new cast of Cardinals also supports the Pope's efforts to create a more diverse and global hierarchy. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah.
So he's the first Pope to be from a non-European country.
Okay.
Although his parents were from Italy, which is how a bet I had with my mother as far as who this elected Pope was going to be, how we broke even. Because until that point, they had one Pope from Poland and all other popes from Italy, France, or Germany. So in terms of the last, I would say 2 decades, the Catholic Church, in everything but whether or not it handles child rape the way we would like it to, it looks like it's trying to change real hardcore. And I think hardcore popes and cardinals, man, they're throwing down. They've got their own.
They're all 80, Jamie.
Yeah, I was gonna say. They don't understand my reference.
They're throwing down before 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how this spray paint works so they can start tagging different parts of the Vatican for their turf. But no,
they're not all standing outside their parish going, "You want some popsicles?
Oh,
you want some
Lord.
No, you want some popsicles?
Yeah. But
I got some popsicles down here.
Those ones they're spread all over for reference to the child rape.
Yep.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's sort of like when a church becomes slightly less bad, it's a step in the right direction.
Yes, 8 of the 10 new cardinals who are eligible to vote belong to religious orders, highlighting the Pope's concern with elevating the work of missionaries and of religious life.
A lot of
whatever that means.
Yeah, a lot of that has been meaningless. Like, we're trying to do this, that, and the other. It's a lot of just word salad. But I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to remain optimistic.
Okay.
That now that he has been able to consolidate a majority of powerful cardinals and whatnot, maybe he'll actually be able to achieve some good.
Yeah. To be clear, it said he appointed them to the College of Cardinals. Oh yeah, the College of Cardinals votes for Pope, and it highlighted that. Okay,
So
that's what I got to read up on.
Follow this.
Yeah, I'm optimistic, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think that this is probably going to lead to a step in the right direction. We're talking about a pope who, says things off the cuff, etc., and has a very different feel as far as whether or not, well, we've got this traditional doctrine and we have to hammer it home. He seems to be more pulled by recognizing that other humans are people and need kindness and charity and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they can either change with the times or die out.
I've always felt that this Pope definitely had a humanitarian heart and definitely has the goodwill of the people at heart and at mind and first in front. You know, and as far as a likable person, definitely likable. And there's parts of him that just like, he did lay hands on a sick person. You know, that's really.
Well, but they still haven't changed their position on contraceptives.
No.
You know,
I mean, I'm not gonna stand here and say great stuff about the doctrine of the Catholic Church, because
they still do monstrous things every day.
Yeah, they're the first megachurch, basically.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were the first Christian one, as they get to claim that. So
I always have found it funny that like the Christians, Protestant Christians, evangelicals don't consider Catholics Christians. But that's a whole other argument.
Yeah, they're no true Christians.
They're not true Christians.
Well, so that's that's just a different definition of whether they're Christian.
Well, it's one way. It's one means of sliding another group. It's kind of that internal battle that you've seen throughout history.
Yeah, I was having a discussion with somebody. It was kind of related to the No True Scotsman. He was talking about St. Augustus and how St. Augustus gave, I think it was either Socrates or Plato, they're like, oh no, he's pretty good. He's a good guy. He was a Christian at heart. I'm like, God, fuck you.
Yeah,
you don't speak for them.
That doesn't make someone an all right guy just because you're gonna say, oh no, he was a Christian at heart. He's okay.
Oh, he's a good Christian man. So in that instance, it's sort of just like their vocabulary for, oh, it seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
Is certainly trapped in a lens of Jesus.
Yeah, no, the person I was talking to was like, oh, yeah, no, that was a nice thing. I'm like, no, that was not a nice thing for him to say. That was a dick move.
Well, but I mean, In
any case.
His intentions were good. His feelings are ones that I can say positively.
It's kind of like saying Darth Vader, he was Anakin, but he's a Christian at heart.
Yeah.
I mean, well, okay.
You get it.
Exactly.
You get it.
I was going to say, well, okay, so he did bring balance to the Force through
he didn't.
self-sacrifice.
No, he didn't.
I'm sorry.
Then why is there another trilogy?
Because Disney
didn't
bought
bring
the
the
franchise.
We're gonna go over the hour and a half.
Okay, I'm sorry. In the new trilogy, spoilers. In the new trilogy, the Force isn't unbalanced.
Yes, it is.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Cite your sources, punk.
Wikipedia.
No, Wikipedia said
The
what?
prophecy was not interpreted correctly.
Was okay, yeah, and
Mic
this
drop.
is based on what part of Star Wars quote unquote scripture?
Way off.
Okay, Jedi is a religion now. This counts as a religious discussion.
Okay.
Which part of this brought unbalance to the
Granted.
Force? No, actually, I mean, hey, I haven't frequented actually I haven't been on Wikipedia since before the new trilogy started.
Star Trek.
That's a different one. It's okay. I got you, bro. I got you here. I don't. We have
Dennis,
to have this fight recorded. So
Please.
Okay, yes.
all right, fine.
Yes.
Whatever. We will
Do I
sit around
go
the
on to the
microphone
next
later.
story?
Ewoks.
And
Yes. Let's.
Ewoks did not. Okay, just go, Dennis. Now we're moving on now.